Hi there. Welcome to the 140 Corvair channel. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe it and like it. I'm a new channel, but today I'm not going to be doing Corvair things. Normally I do Corvair. What I'm going to do for you is I just got off watching live Coyote Works, and they had a great live chat tonight with Coyote Works. So I want to give a shout out there, and I want to show you a couple things that I mentioned to Cassey maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. I do a lot of camping, car camping and hiking and stuff like that. And I know that you people that will be watching this are probably overlanders, but I'm going to show you a couple interesting little tricks. Normally when you go out camping, you might take a little stove like this. I don't use these too often. I'm going to show you something amazing in a minute. That, those Whisper or jet stoves are pretty cool. I'm going to show you something that I used to do. Even probably a lot of you use these. Kind of amazing little propane stoves that I use. I can take that in a backpack in one of those, kind of heavy, but I can take that, pop this off, put that on the bottom, and then screw that on the top, and then cook with that. That's an amazing way to cook right there. I like that, but you have to carry with you propane bottles or a way to hook them up to a propane stove, 2-burner or whatever. So I use these for many, many years. Of course, you have to have with it a match or something like that. But what I'm going to show you is something really amazing. I was doing a lot of long distance touring on a road bike from San Francisco to San Diego, and we'd camp many, many places. And I've been all over. I'm going to show you just a minute here. I'm going to show you a new little product that was not new now, but was invented back in, it's called the Kelly Kettle, back in the 1800s. I'm just going to unpackage it right here and show you. This is the one that I actually use all the time. It's an amazing chamber that you can put your water in. If you are, camping and you want coffee, such as our host does, Cassey. He likes to have coffee a lot. So what I have here is you've got a chamber here that you have water in. I'm going to show you everything about that, hopefully, and show you how we use it. So you take this chamber. You can see it's well used. I've cleaned it out a number of times with either a wire brush or steel wool. So you put water into the spout here, not into that spout, that's the chimney. You put water in there, and then you don't put the cork on it. You can see that I've used it a lot. We've taken it all over Catalina with a scout troop. We went in and used, in Catalina we used palm fronds in it, which are very oily, just for your information. They're very, very oily, and I had to clean this out once or twice while I was in there. We were in Little Harbor. Beautiful, beautiful place to camp. So you have this chamber, quite an interesting chamber. You've got a little handle here that you can use. Normally when you, I'll show you how you do the water, but once it heats up, you just take it and you pour it into your dehydrated packet, or for coffee or hot chocolate. It goes like that. So you can use the back stopper to help you with it. So you fill that up. This one happens to be a 19-inch kettle. Or actually not 19-inch, it's a 19-ounce kettle. And you have with it, now you notice I have a number of things with it right now. This is the base. This is called the Firebox. You can see that I've used it, This is the stainless steel one. You can get them made in aluminum, but I like the stainless steel. I've had this for probably 5 or 6 years. I've used it every time I go camping, literally every time I go camping. All you have to do is, I have in it, I keep in it this packet. Now this packet is only cocoa. So I keep that in it. And with the Kelly Kettle, you'll get a lot of accessories, but here's one thing you get with it. I know Cassey will like this, but this is a little cup. I actually have my own enamel cup that I normally take. This will fit inside as you pack with it, or you can have your own. But in this is a little fire starter that I have. So I just collect lint from a dryer and put in it to start it. So all you have to do, you don't have to have propane. You don't have to have the big stove. All you have to have is this little firebox. So you take this little firebox, and notice it has some holes in it for breathing. And you got to make sure that this is going to fit on it like that. So it'll fit just like that. And then you start putting a little bit of twigs. I'm not going to actually set it up right now to do, but you put twigs in here, pine cones, whatever you pick up off the ground that will burn. So you don't have to carry fuel. The fuel will be with you. Or if you're walking along and you see some pine cones, pick them up, put them in your pack, or put them in your car. I actually carry, like I said, I have my own little packet of wood that if I come to an area where I don't have much wood around. Actually, there's probably no place that you will never find wood or something to use. So you put this in just like that, the holes, you'll take that, you'll fill it, you'll fill that up, maybe up to here, and then you'll put the lid or the chamber, the fire chamber on it. So it's sitting on it. The water spout is now full of 19 ounces of water. And then you go ahead and you light one of these holes. You just put the starter match in, or the lighter in there. And what will happen is the air will go down through, and as it starts to get warm, will come up through the top. So you'll have a flame at some time coming out of here. Once you get that going, know that if you want to do a number of people that are in your group with dehydrated, like Mountain House or cocoa, you only have 19 ounces in here, so you're going to want to have more water ready and a little bit more of the firewood to go. So what you do, once this starts spurting, it'll start heating up, and you can do that in 45 seconds to a minute, and you got boiling water. So then you turn that, and of course you're going to hold it by the handle, and you're going to pour it into whatever you're trying to you tried to make, whether it's your dehydrated milk, water, Mountain House, or cocoa, coffee, whatever. You're going to pour that into it. Now it's empty, but your firebox still has embers and it's still burning. It may have coals in there. So you then go ahead and put this back on, and then you go ahead and you fill it again through here. Just fill it right here. Doesn't matter. Just fill it right through here until it comes up to this line. And then you start dropping pine cones, whatever you can in there, sticks, twigs down in there, and then it'll get going. You can boil the second batch of water in about 20 to 30 seconds once it's going. So you can go back to back to back to back to back, and you can actually make a whole bunch of hot water really quickly. Now, having said that, you have your firebox here, and they give with you, when you get this, they give to you a thing that goes on the top of it. Now, this is meant for a different Kelly Kettle that I'm going to show you in a minute. But in a minute. But you have a screen here, and you can fry anything on it. You just have to keep adding wood or something into there to keep the coals going. Also, once this is on and going. Once you are still boiling water, if you want to, you can take this little apparatus right here and stick on the top. Now you can cook off that a pan. Put a pan up there or something, and just know that you really don't need to have water in it, in the stainless steel. You can cook off that, or just keep continually making hot water and putting it into a pan for cleaning or something like that. Now, having said that, I'm going to show you something. This is called the Scout, the 19-ounce one. Now, this one is brand new. I've had it for probably 5 or 6 years, but this is the one that you might want to buy to take with you. The Scout can make all the hot water you want, but this one's a little bit bigger. Better back that up. This one's a lot bigger. This one is a 40 or 42 ounce one. They make one a little bit bigger than that, but I've never used this. You can see that it's clean. This one's in case of an emergency for my family. If I ever had to go somewhere, I would take both Kelly Kettles. I can cook all the time. If you are looking for some kind of survival food, like Mountain House, you can buy Mountain House in the packets from Costco right now. They're $63 for 22 or 24 servings. Mountain House is an amazing company. We have Mountain House in the number 10 cans also. And just as long as I have you here, I'm going to tell you a couple that are really good. I've used Mountain House for probably 10 or more years, camping and car camping. It's very good for car camping. You have no cleanup really. It's in its own packet. You can take one of these Kelly Kettles. One time on a camp out, we had like 18 boys with us and 5 adults or something. And I had a race. I actually made 9 meals or 9 containers of water in the time it took them to make 2 meals. This thing will out-cook for water or out-boil water way over a lot of other people. And then you can use it. Kids can use it once you show them how to do it. They're very adept. They'll love doing it. I had them lined up for this contest, and I had 9 people, actually 10 because I did myself, and then we did 9 more boys. That all they had to bring to me was water and a little bit of whatever was on the ground that we could burn, leaves and twigs and pine cones. That was when we were in Zion at South Camp there. So just a shout out for these Kelly Kettles. They're amazing. Before this, it's such a hassle trying to boil water. If you're in an area where you don't have a filter, you can boil water, a lot of water in this really quick, let it cool overnight, or let it cool and then drink it. I mean, all you have to do is just rinse out the Kelly Kettle for the bad stuff that's in there, the dirt and whatever, and whatever's in that water. So that's my tip for you today, and that is a shout out to Cassey at Coyote Works. And I really thank you for watching this video. This will help anybody overlanding. I don't care if you want to do a fire pit or whatever. This is a lifesaver. And I know he carries with him, and others carry with them, a lot of dehydrated food. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on another video. Thank you.